This is my life. Hey guys, it's Gabberz, and this week I'm going to be doing the topic that was last week's topic, which was modifications in the workplace. Before I start, I want to say you may hear some screaming, you may hear crying, and you may hear Elmo's World in the background. Pretty much, my daughter is watching this one episode of Elmo's World where it's a bouncing ball, and I think she's scared of the ball because every time this one particular character comes on the screen, she gets a scared face and starts crying. But as soon as it's off, she's done. So you might hear that. Last week's topic I actually brought up to the channel because I had my own, I guess you would say, spill with discrimination when it came to modifications in the workplace. There's a whole story that goes behind it, but pretty much I was, I guess you'd say, fired for my modifications or laid off or whatever. What had happened was my friend let me know in the first week of November that she knew of someone who was hiring for a photography position for seasonal hours and they needed people because they were short-staffed. I called the chick, she let me come for an interview, told me I would probably just have to take out my lip piercings and that would be about it. So that's what I expected going into the first day. I filled out the application. On the application, the dress code was actually very strict and very specific. I actually did take a picture of it. It clearly says like no unnatural hair colors and no body jewelry other than your ears and no visible tattoos. I would have felt a little more respected if I would have gotten told these things at the beginning because it wouldn't have been an issue. I don't have problems changing my hair color, covering my tattoos, taking out my piercings, what have you. But pretty much I got scheduled. I went into my first day of work. I had all my piercings taken out. I had a long sleeve shirt on. I had my polo shirt on. I was wearing my apron that I was supposed to wear, but my tattoos were all covered up. The only thing was that I had pink bangs. That was it. I kept my eyebrow ring in, or my eyebrow barbell, curved barbell, whatever, in, but that gets easily covered by my bangs when they move. So that one was pretty easy. So we had a lot of technical difficulties on that first day and we ended up getting sent home early. During my first day, I was told to try and keep my mouth shut so that my tongue piercings wouldn't show. To tuck my hair as far behind my ears as I possibly could so that the purple would hide, but also to pull my hair over my ear, both ears, to where my plugs were covered. So pretty much the entire day I was just told to do this, do that, do this to make myself more presentable. I got a text message from my manager 2 days later saying that not all my paperwork had gone through yet, so I would just have to fill out a couple more things before I could work. 2 weeks went by and I hadn't gotten a message, I hadn't gotten a call, I hadn't been put on a schedule or anything. What my mom thinks what happened was that they were giving me the runaround, that because I technically was considered an elf, that maybe they didn't like me for some reason and I wasn't necessarily their image of an elf, which I can understand, but I do think there are certain ways for it to be done. I understand that in a Santa Claus Christmas type of job where you're dealing with people and their children, they are a little bit more apt to want you to look more presentable to the average person. So I can understand that. The only problem that I have is the way they went about it and the fact that I could have possibly been one of their most valuable people to their team, but they won't ever know that because they didn't schedule me, which I can only assume is based off of my appearance. So pretty much in terms of like modifications in the workplace and whatnot, this was my first experience with any kind of discrimination or anything where I felt like I shouldn't be there, or I felt like I was getting extra judged. So it was kind of weird. I get kind of rambly, so I don't know if I got all of that out. I hope I did. If not, I'm recording this video again. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, do leave those down below. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you would like to see videos from us every week. And I will see you guys next week. Bye!